Hi everybody, welcome to today's edition of the CrossFit Games Update Show. I'm Sean Woodland with Pat Sherwood and Miranda Oldroyd. Tommy Marquez is here as well. Masters Online Qualifier is right around the corner, so we're taking a look at the women's side of the competition. And when you look at all these divisions, they're packed with legitimate contenders.
They're packed. Unfortunately, there's a couple of champions not coming back, but all that means is we're going to get to know some really new fit women out there.
And speaking of new and fit women, one of my favorite parts of the Masters competition is when the athletes change age divisions. I mean, they were crushing it in a younger age division. They get to move up and compete alongside all new athletes.
We heard Pat mention it. Not all the returning champions are back this year. Only 3 of the 5 who won the CrossFit Games in 2014 in their age divisions are coming back. The 2 who aren't, Mary Beth Litsheim in the 50 to 54-year-old division, and then 60-plus Karen Wadier. Pat, let's start 40 to 44-year-old division. That's where Amanda Allen is the defending champion.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like she's poised to make a serious run at a repeat.
You can't think of that division without thinking about Amanda Allen. She is just a wrecking ball of fitness, has won this division twice, and currently took 5th in the Open, but she's having a very different year. I spoke with her yesterday, and she said, you know, when she won last year, her entire focus was winning. Now, after the games, she traveled around for a few months, went back to Australia, and has actually been battling with a little bit of depression, which she's been very open about on social media and has received a lot of support. But her point was, it's a very different year for her, nowhere near where she was the previous year. Some women could take advantage of this. For example, Cheryl Brost. Now, Cheryl took 2nd last year at the games behind Amanda Allen, and potentially, if Allen's not, up to snuff, this could be a great year for Brost.
I love talking about Amanda Allen and Cheryl Brost, and I mean, it's the Masters competition, right? But these two athletes are games vets, individual games vets, not to mention both Cheryl Brost and Amanda Allen placed 4th in their regionals last year. So they're always so fun to watch.
45 to 49-year-old division, Kim Hallway, another returning champion, but this is one of those divisions that is jam-packed with women who are looking to take her down.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's going to be even more exciting this year. We have returning Amy Mandelbaum, who has been in the top 5 the last 3 years at the Games. She's 5th in the Open, but we have 2 big-time newcomers. Specifically, we've got Chris Perrins. Now, Chris Perrins just won the Open for this age division. She won regionals last year, but then chose to compete on her CrossFit Games team, CrossFit the Club, who placed 7th at the Games. So this was not a shabby team at all. A lot of people assume that Chris is going to compete on the team again for CrossFit the Club, but she is not. I talked to a member of their team yesterday. They said she is the alternate for their team, but as of right now, she's planning on competing as a master and will be at the Games, if she makes it, and unless they need her. So she's a big one. Also, Kat Lubachik, who was 19th in 2013 in the younger division as well.
Yeah, those all impressive names. And there's another one out there, too, a former Masters champion who took last year off to spend more time with her family. She's back in competition this year. And for more on her, let's send it over to Tommy Marquez.
Thanks, Sean. 2-time Masters champ Lisa Mickelson is back in competition after a 2014 season that saw her win the Open in the 45 to 49 division, but then opt out of the Masters Qualifier to focus more on her family. So this year, she's 18th after the Open, and if she decides to take on the Masters Qualifier and makes it to the Games, watch out, because once she gets to Carson, she is lights out. The last 3 times we've seen her at the Games, she won an Affiliate Cup title with CrossFit New England in 2011, and then she won the 45 to 49 division Masters Championship for the women in 2012 and 2013. During those 2 years, she won 10 events between the Open and the Games. That's 2 more than Rich Froning himself. And so if she manages to make it to the Games, guys, she is 100% a contender for the Women's Championship in the 45 to 49 division.
Thank you, Tommy. Moving on to the 50 to 54-year-old division, and this is one where the returning champ is not coming back. That's Mary Beth Litsheim. So you have a wide open spot on top of the podium, and you have a couple of former champs who are really gunning for it.
Somebody that could take advantage of that is Colleen Fahey. She took 5th thus far in the Open. Last year at the Games, 10th place. And then back in 2013, she won the whole thing, 1st place. Also, Susan Habe, 10th in the Open right now, 6th last year at the Games, didn't compete in 2013 because she was injured, but in both 2011 and 2012, a 1st and a 1st. So it's a great division.
So those are the vets. There are a couple of women who are newcomers to this division who could do some damage as well, like Tracy McEachern.
Yeah, Tracy McEachern was 2nd place in 2012 and in 2013 at the CrossFit Games. We've also got Shelly Eddington, who was 1st in the Open this year in this division. She was 3rd place last year in the 2014 Games in the younger division. So another person that is going to be fighting for a top spot here.
Moving on to 55 to 59, Susan Clark, defending champion, is back, but who are some of the women who might be able to push her for that top spot?
Susan Clark is a great defending champion. I mean, she won 3 events outright at last year's games. However, we've got some newcomers, specifically Lynn Knappman, who is new to this age division. She just won the Open for this age division, and I love it because she is the only master with the potential to have qualified and competed in every year of the CrossFit Games that we've had the Masters competition. So fingers crossed that she actually does it. That would be fantastic. She's never finished outside of the top 10 in all the years that she's competed in the Games. We've also got Patty Faya, who was 3rd last year and 4th in the Open. And then a name that we've heard before in the Games, Heidi Fish, is new to this age division as well.
60-plus division. This is the other division where the defending champion is not back. That's Karen Wadier. Who are the names that we need to look out for as far as contenders are concerned for that division?
Well, the 60-plus is cool because it's the Masters of the Masters, right, if that exists. And so with the champ gone, Mary Schwing jumps into my mind. She was 2nd at the Games last year and is in 1st place in the Open right now solidly, so she looks great. And in 2012, she won the whole thing, 1st place. 2013, she took 2nd. And then Bernadette Elliott is another one to keep your eye on. She took 4th last year at the Games, 6th place in the Open right now, and competed again in 2013 where she took 11th. So we're going to see probably, we're definitely going to see a new champ, but my money is on Mary Schwing.
Right. Well, that's a look at the women's side of things. We're back tomorrow to break down the men's side of the Masters competition, and Dan Bailey will be here.
Wow.
Dan Bailey.
For Tommy Marquez, Pat Sherwood, and Miranda Oldroyd, I'm Sean Woodland. We'll see you guys next time.